When you look at, we talk a lot, and the coaches and the staff talk about James Ward-Prowse as a fantastic example of what the Southampton way is. You know, when you look at James and you see him interviewed on camera, he's a very bright lad. He's well educated, and he showed an exemplary attitude. You know, he was always trying to do extra, and you can see that in the way that he takes set pieces, for example. You know, James would be out practicing all the time. You know, so again, going back to that statistic, you know, 95% is about what you do as a player. I think it's important to talk about what those players provided, what they offered, what was different to these players. We often talk about 5% of what we offer is the programme. That's the programme we deliver. That's the physical side, the technical, the tactical side. That's the psychological side, the education. That's 5%. 95% is the player himself. When you look at these players that have come through the system, they were driven themselves. They would do extra. They would be the boys that were practicing. They would be the boys that would make the most of the programme we offered, but then they would do more. In their lunch breaks, they'd be going off and asking to go and practice in an area. You know, and I think that's a key aspect to becoming a top player. You need to have ambition, you need to be determined, and you need to have that drive. The biggest thing at Southampton, the biggest thing we drive for is we want to turn that potential into excellence. So for these young players coming through that are currently in our system, you know, they really need to be driven. You know, they need to make the most of the programme. And another thing that we speak about a lot is that resilience. You know, you're trying to become something that's elite. You're trying to become something that's very hard to become. So you need to be resilient in your character. The main objective of this trip for us is to work with Sport Paysa and the Kenyan FA to support their objective of reaching the 2022 championship. And that's something that we really want to assist with. So this week, this will be about us showing the Southampton way, showing how we prepare a group of players for a match, showing what we do on a match day, and then showing how we recover those players.